Hello, again. This is like take number 10, at least. So, this is unscripted. Um, just a little bit about my story, why I am doing this site, and what got me here, in case you care, in case you wonder. If you don't, then just skip this part. And yeah, so I was placed on SSRIs when I was about 10 years old, which are, Prozac, Zoloft, Celexa, stuff like that. I went through the majority of those SSRIs over the next 12, 13 years. A few years after the SSRIs, I was started on benzos, which are, you can think of them, Valium, Xanax, Klonopin. And that was to deal with depression and anxiety and things that the doctors and my family thought was to be helped by medications. So that was those years. And then I decided to get off of them when I was 22, 23, somewhere in there. It put my nervous system into a extremely dysregulated state, which means I became stuck in fight, flight, freeze pretty much all the time. And all of the things, your nervous system, if you don't know maybe this already, but the nervous system really affects pretty much every process in our body. So our digestion and detox and sleep and our organs, they're all connected to our nervous system. If our nervous system is in a dysregulated state, then all of those other factors are going to be off. So people focus on the gut or the brain or the whatever. And sometimes they don't look at the nervous system, but really that is, in my opinion, more important because that is really driving all of that. Um, when we're in a place of safety, more socially engaged, our nervous system is more parasympathetic, then all of those other parts, functions in our bodies will be improved. So that was a terrible experience getting off of those medications. I can't put that into words what that was like. And it changed kind of my whole world about things. Started me trying to just survive that and figure out what to do. How do I get through my life? Um, just notice that my head is always crooked. Just getting through my life day to day and how to deal with that. So that started me learning about nutrition and supplementation. That's all I thought there was, just the physical part of things. I didn't really understand anything else. I thought that was it. And then I learned that there's nervous system stuff and trauma stuff and a lot more to it to help us. Um, so just briefly, things I've dealt with. I had experience with panic attacks, OCD, anxiety, depression. I've had experience still working through chronic illness symptoms, not as severe as a lot of people, but still there. Um, Pretty bad fatigue at times. It's been improved, but was bad for a while. Fatigue, trouble regulating my fluids and electrolytes in my body, like POTS and the dizziness, things that go along with POTS, that syndrome. Multiple dozens of different food sensitivities and chemical sensitivities. So I'm familiar with those things, and I'm familiar with the chronic illness, those different syndromes, how they might show up. And people I've worked with, psychiatrists and doctors, weren't too helpful for me. So I don't have always a great, haven't had a good experience with the Western medical allopathic system. And then learning about actually making some progress and getting some help was working with somatic based therapies, TRE therapy or practices, breath, vagal toning, things like that. And working with somatic experiencing practitioners, I have experience there. Um, Working with some touch practitioners, a variety of different, a lot of the different therapies out there for mind, body, health, faster EFT and the acupressure type tapping, um, different things I've tried. Vagal toning stimulation, where you put electrodes on your earlobes or your head. Experimented with some of those. And what else? I think that's kind of the bigger stuff. And then just regular therapists as well. Talk therapists haven't really been too helpful for me. So it's been getting to the emotional layer, the deeper layer, the subconscious things that has been helping me the most in the nervous system. So that is mostly what I wanted to share, I believe. And for me, the physical stuff is important, and that's great to work on the diet and the physical things, the exercise and the sleep. Those are important if you can do them. Great. But I found the nervous system piece to be much more important for me, and then also the trauma piece. You have the shock trauma, things that have happened more on the upper level, a little bit easier to work with. And then you have complex trauma and early life developmental trauma, or even pre-birth trauma. So those things are more complex, obviously. And again, if we're dealing with symptoms, it's quite possible that we have a lot of that we can work with and improve. So those things have been helpful for me the most, and that's where I'm at. I decided to start this a couple months ago, or a year or so ago maybe, but finally got it going this summer, and working on the TRE side of things, trying to expand that a bit more. And then I hope to work on some more trainings in the future and continue to get better myself. And and share what I can with others. And hopefully that will be helpful to you in some way, save you some time and money and effort. And yeah. Okay. Take care of yourself. Thanks for listening. If you got this far, that is good, because our attention spans are not good these days, and this is a long kind of, I bore myself when I see myself. So if you made it this far, good for you. And yeah, take care. Have a good day.